Hey man, I used to run around, yeah man, 100K, 200K, 250, 300, boom, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Oh, look at the bank, I just bam. Like that's good because you freaking can give it all to your kids and you don't have to be stressed later. But you don't want to turn 30 and be like, oh yeah, still 400K, 500. Then you turn 35, 8 million, 6 million, done. You turn freaking 60, 1,800,000 million. Then you turn freaking 70, 600 million, thousand million, and you just die. What's up guys, welcome back to Unbreakable Grind. It's your guy CJ back with another video. All right, before we get started guys, I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers before my little baby is born, my little pretty baby in July, man. 10,000 subscribers. All right, if you look down at the subscribers, man. I'm not even close. As you guys know, I cannot get there without your help. If you will help me get there, your help would be much appreciated. All right, with no further ado guys, I'm going to be reacting to Jordan Peterson. He's going to be talking to a lady about who's reached her wall when it comes to education and family. All right, that's the terminology they use, so I'm just regurgitating it in this case. All right, let's get right into it.
Most young women are taught badly that the most important thing that they'll do in their life is their career, and that's simply not true. It's not true for most people, and it's certainly not true for most women.
I certainly wasn't taught that myself. I feel like I'm doing quite well in my career, but I still have pressures. People who are saying, you know, when are you actually going to succeed properly by having a baby?
Yeah.
I kind of find that slightly offensive. I'm 38. I feel like I've got through my early 30s without almost luckily, when I look at what my friends have to deal with their children, I almost feel a little bit blessed. What do you say to that?
Well, I would say that it starts to get pretty lonesome in life after 45 if you don't have a family, you know, and so it's easy to consider the utility of an intense career, and like you have a very high quality career too, you know, that's something that marks you out from maybe from, let's say, more typical people, and perhaps that's worth more of a sacrifice. But you know, you're going to live till you're 90 in all likelihood, and it's not easy to consider your life across its entire span. And there's something to be said for developing a very close-knit, intimate community around you if you can manage it. You have children, and then you have grandchildren, and that, to me, what I've experienced in my life, although I've had a very productive career and a very interesting career, it's definitely been the case for me that my family has been more and more important to me as I've got older, and I don't think that that's a uncommon experience.
All right, man, we're gonna jump right in there. This is a very, very interesting topic to me. It hits very close to me because I mean, this is just something that's genuinely always been on my mind as I've developed through my life. And it just really, really, really hits close. So one thing is, this lady started off by saying that she had a great career. She's happy about her career. She's successful. And she mentioned that, you know, people will come to her and be like, you know, when are you going to have a kid so you can truly be successful? And she said she was offended by that. That was offensive. It's like, what do you mean? I'm already successful. You mean a kid? That's less success, right? So he went on and she said she was offended by that. He went on and said, you know, he had a good career and stuff like that, but the value of family appreciated over time, and you know, you're gonna live to roughly 90 years. And with that being said, man, you're gonna probably value them much, much more as time goes on. Now, with all that being on the playing field, I have to say first that this is not just for women. All right, I think this is just for people. This is for humans, for Homo sapiens. This is a Homo sapien issue. All right, I think that there's a development life cycle to the human, and there's a way you want to implement it to have the best success and really have the best outcome when it comes to matching financial balance with just your normal emotional balances and stuff like that. One thing I want to say, I always, when it comes to life, I always consult older people. All right, that's something I've done that has helped me win, whether they're more successful, less successful, in between. Their perspectives always are important. One thing that I've noticed is older people always value family more than they value their career, no matter how successful they were. Now, there's a specific case where you can have these very successful older people who value their career for what it provides for their family. All right. So I've seen these ultra like super successful guys, and they freaking like, yeah, man, I did this move and that move and that move, and it's for my kids, and boom, and my lineage, and boom, and this is what the business will be, and this is how it goes forward, and this is what it's about lineage. So it's not to be confused as if they're putting it as the most important, because they're really putting their family most important. They're happy about what that business or this career success provided their family. All right. So in this case, I have to agree with Jordan Peterson on this. Okay. I have to agree. I think the family has this appreciating value that's extremely, extremely important. Okay. I'm curious as to what you guys think also. If you guys were presented, if you guys could have the ultimate career, right? Success, millions of dollars, perfect career, or you have to choose, but you have all the money in the world. You're gonna die with millions. All right, you're gonna die with stupid cash. Can't give it to family, but you can give it to others. All right, you can give it to people, just you won't have any family. Or you can choose to say, you know what, not successful, just getting by, but you got your family. All right, not really. That's arguably successful, by the way. I'm not saying that's not successful, but I'm saying not super successful, just getting by, and you got your family, and you die with a family that loves you, and you got stories and in some level lineage. Which is better? I would choose the family. All right. I personally think the family is the most important. If I leave this place and I haven't built a family, built those stories, built that communication, that connection, I pretty much failed. All right. That's a nightmare. That's hell on earth. Hell on earth for me is freaking being here, extremely successful, no family, die by myself with all kinds of cash, and let it go to wherever it goes. That's freaking hell on earth. That's pretty much the worst existence possible in my eyes. All right. Now, I think the ultimate solution, right, is to understand that family is the utmost important. Okay. Let me know if you agree or not, but I think family is the utmost important. But as a young person, whether you're a woman or a man, whatever, understanding that to build that family, we live where we operate with currency. You need money. So it's like, okay, my family is the most important, but for a period of time, your finances are more important than your family. You see, and that's a very important thing to understand. Your finances are more important than your family up into a certain point. This is very healthy, but you don't want to get caught in the trap. See, when I was younger, I was like, man, I make $0. I'm in debt with zero income. Okay, I can want a family all I want, but if I don't have the right income, I can't build the family, the lineage, the bloodline, the wealth and abundance I want. So I need to get my career technically is a prerequisite to the family. So I believe at a young age, you want to put everything you have into getting financially stable and getting as abundant in the best situation possible. This means unsubscribing from the media, not subscribing to cool clothes, not caring about freaking parties, all of that. When you're at a young age, you want to hustle, you want to grind, you want to save, buying a Gucci shirt, just wear your shirt you got now. Save, invest, save. Do all of that as early as possible. And if you can, that way, once you start to get to your family building phase and transition out the industrial phase, you won't have to be thinking about debt and struggling and stuff like that. You'll be able to say, you know what, now I want to build a family and I want to be able to love them and care for them, right? Because what happens a lot is sometimes we don't really hustle as much as we need to in our industrial phase. And then we start building a family, but then we're worrying about debt and we're worrying about bills and where we're going to stay and where we're going to live. Not dissing anyone who's in that situation. If you're in that situation, accept it and do the work. You know what I'm saying? Everyone has their shortcoming. You got to grind regardless. But the ideal solution is to have those separated and unsubscribe from the media, because the media is trying to convince us to freaking buy stuff we don't need. The media is convincing us that we don't even need each other when it comes to relationships. That's going to make it harder, make the finances worse. The media is making us think that all kinds of stupid stuff. Marriage doesn't matter. And with teamwork, none of the stuff, like the media is manipulating us with that. So don't unsubscribe from that and do the work, and so you can transition and actually have the finance to build your family. All right. So from this lady's perspective, right, I think it's interesting that she said, man, she was offended by people saying, when are you going to have kids to get your ultimate success? Because technically what I think they meant by that is like, you're doing well financially, But really, I mean, where is that all gonna go? What's the end result? I mean, your career, there are some careers that I'll be honest, okay, they have really good utility. They're super important for our world, you know, and that might be all you live for. But most careers aren't like that. All right, let me be honest. All right, most careers are not like that. And, you know, most aren't. We can argue about it, we can not, but most aren't, okay? Most careers won't be more valuable than family, in my opinion. So what I would hope is, at least if this lady is gonna pursue career and value career so greatly, and if you're someone like that, hopefully that your career is really making a difference in humanity, and it must be done for humanity to sustain, and you're just utterly important. All right, I personally don't think I'm that mother freaking important. All right, I think I got a level of importance, but I'm not gonna hype myself up and it's like I'm that important. I truly think that my career helps me make a lot of cash. All right, I think a lot of good careers help people make a lot of cash. Like, take a hedge fund manager. He's not helping the freaking world. He's making cash for the sake of making cash, probably for his family, all right, or her, all right, whoever, whether it's just a man or a woman. So with that being said, guys, I would have to agree. Do you agree? I think the wisdom in this whole thing is understanding that family is more important, man. Lineage is just more important. Literally, if someone said, hey, because I'm going to have my daughter in July, you take my daughter and I'm sitting there looking at her little pretty face, and someone says, you can either have your career go to astronomical levels, or you got to choose between that and your child. So it's either choose your child, your career freaking stagnates, but you got your beautiful child, or you freaking choose your career to explode, but you don't have the child or whatever. Dude, I'm not choosing this freaking career over my child. You gotta be freaking kidding me. I don't give a F about my career that much. Let me be honest. One of the main purposes of my career was to freaking give it all to her and give it all to my sons when they come too, and to give it all to whatever offspring I have. So come on, man. When I think about it, my career, I'm not so attached to it. I can change careers, dude. I might change careers 3 times. I might start businesses in totally different industries. You know what I'm saying? The only reason I even have a career is because I started off poor. Let's just be honest. I wouldn't even have a freaking career. Honestly, I'm pretty sure if I wasn't born freaking at 0, like, come on, man. A lot of people aren't born with inheritances and all that. I wasn't born with inheritance. So the reason I got a career is so I can get unpoor. Yeah, I made the word up. All right, let me get unpoor, and then after I get freaking unpoor, I'm gonna invest, and I'm gonna live off investments in this abundance and maybe start some businesses. So my whole reason for getting a career was just to get out of scarcity. All right, so that's probably most people's reasons for a career. Most people don't have a career to freaking change the world, all right? I don't think so. And if you're doing it to change the world, you're a rarity. So don't get stuck in that phase where you're like, man, I'm making money. I feel so validated. That's a young person's game. Young person game, man. I used to run around, yeah, man, 100K, 200K, 250, 300, boom. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Oh, look at the bank. I just bam. Like, that's good because you freaking can give it all to your kids and you don't have to be stressed later. But you don't want to turn 30 and be like, oh yeah, still 400K, 500. Then you turn 35, 8 million, 6 million, done. You turn freaking 60, 1,800,000 million. Then you turn freaking 70, 600 million, 1,000 million, and you just die. Like, you don't want to freaking get stuck. So you were winning a long time ago, and then you stayed too long, and now you freaking lost. All right. So you got to transition. You got to talk to the older people, understand the whole landscape of the game. Okay. Because the moves change as you reach different spots in the game. Younger on, go and get that money. Go and win. Be valuable in the marketplace. Win, win, win. Invest, invest, invest. Go hard. But then understand that, man, I don't want to be 80 just still counting and just say I've got big numbers. I don't got any family, but that's a big account. And then just die. That's freaking a fail. All right. You die with 100 million and no family. That's a fail. All right. So do that work, and you know what I'm saying? Get into your family, man, and then start to really try to balance that thing out. If you have a family, you starting a family already, and you feel like, because some people start a family early and now they feel like, oh man, I don't have a career, so now I'm failing. Oh man. If you already have a family and you don't have a career like you want, don't freaking dish your family. Like, understand that you've got one of the most valuable things that you can have. Okay, the career, it would be nice to have more money. You got a lot of work to do to change your situation, but don't just dismiss the fact that you're blessed to have a family. All right, you're blessed to have a healthy family and to actually have an opportunity to do that. So still embrace that and try to just go ahead and accept what the situation you're in and start working it. Unsubscribe from the media that's tricking you to be by yourself and tricking you to freaking not to buy stuff you don't need, and just work on yourself, man. All right, I think that's gonna be the reaction, guys. If you like this content, hit that like button, subscribe if you want more videos, hit that notification so you can get those immediately. All right, I promise to keep the heat coming, guys. Peace.